Welcome to this quick demo of IxNetwork Web Edition. IxNetwork Web Edition enables a simple and lightweight UI which you can connect from anywhere, keep your tests running in the background with the ability to migrate to a Linux environment with a feature-rich GUI which empowers automation and manual tests from a single pane of glass. So let's look at IxNetwork Web Edition. Right from the login, you create a new session. And here we have multiple entry points to running a test, right from adding a scratch config to the wizard to using one of the provided samples that we have here. You can also go into more samples to find samples in different technology space, as well as you can also play with one of the wizards that we provide to build your test. For the sake of this demo, let's start with the BGP sample. You start clicking on the ports, assign a real port from a chassis to your test. And once the ports are assigned, only thing you do is start the test, which takes care of connecting the ports, bringing up the protocols, and running your traffic. Once your traffic is started, you can start looking at different aspects of the configuration, right from the protocols, where you can drill down on your IP versus BGP versus the device group configurations. Moving on to traffic. In traffic, you have all the parameters exposed from the grid. In addition, you can also pick your endpoint sets, the whole endpoint set, or you can drill down to pick a subset of your endpoint set. Once traffic gets started, let's look at the statistics. Here you can see a speedometer view of your line rate and your frame rate. You can also drill down to look at individual flow statistics or your control plane statistics. Also in the web UI, we have exposed a setting to pick your color scheme, which includes picking a dark theme, which is very popular these days. And all your pages in your configuration, protocol, statistics will move to a dark theme. One of the very powerful features is an entry point to automation, and we have provided the REST API history of any manual clicks that you are doing in the IxNetwork Web Edition. For example, if I change the line rate of my traffic item here and I go look at the REST history, it will tell me the REST API call and also give me a code snippet in Python to use for my automation. We also have the built-in quick reference guide for getting started for new users. And also there is this API library which you can access right from the UI. There's also flexibility to run a quick test or an RFC 2544 based throughput latency test right from your IxNetwork Web Edition, switching over to quick test using your configuration that you have built in IxNetwork Web Edition and building a canned test over it. Another very powerful aspect of using the Web Edition is to open up multiple browser tabs and looking at the configuration and statistics side by side, making a change in configuration, looking at the change in the statistics at the real time. We also have this inbuilt REST API browser, which gives you an overview of your configuration by browsing the API hierarchical tree. This is a very good tool to start automating with IxNetwork because it's giving you the API view of your configuration that you have built in the UI. You can also edit and commit changes from the API browser. and get the same REST API calls when you look at the history, and also generate code snippets of Python from here. Talking about automation, IxNetwork Web Edition comes with very powerful automation integration. For example, when you run a script, and I'm using VS Code to run my script, and I can go back to my live session and see the changes happening at real time on my IxNetwork session. On top of it, I can open this script watch dialog where it logs each and every API call that my script is doing in the background. There are filters available to pick the verbosity of logging that you want to for your script watch feature. Also, you have the option to export it into CSV in case you want to debug your script or use this for further script development. That's it for now. Happy testing.